Hi everyone, hope you are doing well as we continue to prepare for the 2020-2021 school year here at KICS. I'm so excited that God has brought Dr. Ekwelum to be our secondary principal and Ms. Kerry Munsey to lead our be our primary principal. Chooks and Kerry are great people and I have enjoyed getting to know them and cannot wait to share them with you and your children as well. So, can I ask you guys a couple of questions?
Yeah, sure.
So, let's start off with an easy one. What excites you most about education and schools?
So, with education, I think I'm just most excited about when students are learning and growing and just being able to see the joy on their faces when they, you can tell that they've captured something. And I think that just being part of that growth with students is so fulfilling. And just being able to be part of that and fostering, and especially here, their spiritual growth as well as academic.
Yeah.
I also agree with Ms. Munsey. You know, I think when you see a student have an aha moment and their eyes light up and they've just discovered something that they never thought of before, that's a very powerful moment. I do believe that education as a whole is a powerful tool for improving the human condition. As we know, the world needs good people out there, and so it's nice to know that we are playing a role in producing better people for society.
Each had that moment, but what was your moment when you knew education was where you wanted to give of your life in service?
So my first semester of college, I followed my parents' leading and started working on a business degree and was miserable and almost quit college after the first semester.
Wow.
Because I knew in my heart I wanted to be a teacher. And so that really for me sealed the deal. I need to do this because I'm not happy doing anything else. And so then once I started pursuing that, that is where I found joy and fulfillment.
I got into education through coaching sports. I had gone back to my alma mater, my high school, and I was like, I'm fresh out of college, I need a job. And so they gave me an internship and said, hey, we want you to coach 7th grade football and 9th grade basketball. And through that work, I really loved the ability of just pouring into young folks and helping them develop skills that they didn't have initially. My uncle still was not a fan. Those stories didn't move him as they probably might move you. When I told him that, hey, I've been coaching, I really want to get into education, I don't want to be a lawyer as you want me to be, he really gave me a verbal lashing on the phone for maybe 7 minutes. And out of respect, I just stayed there. And so I'm happy that ultimately I still followed my heart. And I'm glad to be here today.
You're each coming to us. Kerry, you're coming to us from Michigan, and Chooks, you're coming to us from Boston. And tell us a little bit about the educational leadership that you've had in your previous settings.
So the past 2 years, I've been an assistant principal at a public middle school. We had 5th through 8th graders, about 420 students. So a lot of my role was handling students who were having discipline issues, making sure they were really coming to school and being part of our whole district-wide professional development and training teachers. And before that, just as a teacher, I also was just a teacher leader and beginning celebrations and events in our elementary schools. So I think just throughout even my teaching experience, there's been lots of leadership opportunities too.
Yeah. And if I remember right, Ms. Munsey, you have taught several primary grades. Can you take us through those?
I have taught kindergarten. I did my student teaching in 1st grade. I taught 2nd grade for 6 years. That's my longest one. I was a specials teacher for 3rd grade. I taught 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and 4th grade. So I think the only one I missed was 5th.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
So, in Boston, it's sort of the land of charter schools. Charter school is essentially a public school that has a little more autonomy in regards to governance and hiring and things like that. And so my entire educational career has been through the charter school circuit. I worked in the charter school as a teacher. I taught high schoolers. God bless you for working with the young ones. I just don't think I had the skill set for it. I really enjoy working with high schoolers. You can push them a little bit more, not with adult conversations, but adult-ish conversations. And then from there, I worked as an instructional coach, where I just coach teachers online. So it's funny that we're transitioning to an online setting. I feel very comfortable with that. And just supporting them with just their goals and helping them just kind of re-strategize as they look to help their students. After that, I worked as an assistant principal out in Springfield, Massachusetts. And there I was charged with developing like an instructional coaching program to just continue that spirit of lifelong learning, adult learning. And then I moved to another charter school where I was the principal there of the high school branch. And so high school's been my thing, it's been my area, and high school is my area here as well. And I'm just so thrilled to bring my experience to KICS.
Yeah. Tell us just a little bit about your family and who's kind of sent you here.
So, as Dr. Thomas said, I'm from Michigan in the U.S. and I have two amazing parents who are back home and one sister, and that really, honestly, is the bulk of my family. But yeah, we're very close, and I have an amazing church family as well that is so supportive and very behind me and has just done a great job of already checking in and praying for me while I've been here so far. And I think some of them are just as excited as I am to be here. I don't know if that's possible, but I think some of them are just as excited that I'm here.
So I come from a Nigerian household. Even though I was born in Boston, Mass, I still feel like I identify as just Nigerian. That's the blood that runs through my veins, of course. And so I grew up with a lot of those ideals as a kid. In terms of being sent here, I think it was more so my church family, just sending us here with well wishes and prayer, constant prayer. So when we told family and friends that we'd be moving to Rwanda at the height and the peak of COVID-19, we definitely got some looks and people were concerned about our mental health. But we just said, you know what, like, we believe that God has something for us there, and He's going to make a way. And as we know, the flights, was very difficult to determine when they'd open up. But as God would have it, He made a way, and here we are. So glad that we persevered to be here. So I've come to Rwanda with my wonderful wife, Vanessa. We have a son named Josiah and a daughter named Hadassah. And so they're quite a handful. They keep us very busy, but they're joy nonetheless.
Yeah. All right. Tell us, what's one thing you would want students and parents to know about you?
One thing I think is important is that I'm a good listener. So I know that in working together is how we help our kids the best. And in doing that, I think it's really important to be a good listener. And so my office is always open. And emails are always open to ask questions and have dialogue so that as parents and principal, we can work together as a team with our teachers as well, just to make sure that we are creating the best experience and the best environment for your child to learn. And for students, the same. Like, I love hearing stories, and kids just love to be listened to. And honestly, like, some of the best parts of your day are when you just are having those fun conversations with kids, and they're sharing about what happened with their dog last night. And those are the things that make me smile and give me joy.
One thing I'd want parents and students to know is that I am approachable, and so you can come talk to me about virtually anything that is of concern to you, or even if you have ideas and ways we can make the secondary part of the school better to give your student a better experience. My door is open. Also, I'm just very passionate about teaching and learning. I'm a self-proclaimed nerd when it comes to discussing things regarding teaching and learning. And so feel free to talk to me. I mean, allocate some time so that we can do that in a way that feels adequate. But yeah, like I just want you to know I'm available. I'm very passionate about helping young folks and helping them develop their identities to a point where they feel very efficacious out in the world.
I just had to look up what the word efficacious means, so I'm back. Thank you, Dr. Ekwelum,
Teacher,
for
I'm
educating.
sorry.
Yeah, great job.
English
Great
teacher.
job. So as we kind of wrap up this video introduction to you both, anything else that you would want the KICS family to know about you both?
I think for me, just how excited I am to be here in Rwanda and at KICS. Like I said, I've been serving in a public school for quite a few years, and I've missed so much being able to have conversations with staff and parents and students about the Lord and being able to pray with them, because we know that's really where our help comes from and where the answers are. And so that part is just so exciting to me, to be part of a community that is Christ-centered and focused on helping our kids grow spiritually as well as academically and emotionally, and just being part of a great team that's been so welcoming already, and just really great to be part of a school that you can tell already is such an amazing place.
Well, I'd love for folks to know that I'm coming here with a deep respect, not just for KICS and how God's hand has been over this school, but also for the country of Rwanda, the people of Rwanda. Just the resilience that has been displayed throughout the 26 years. And I feel like my journey is sort of synonymous in the sense that, I'm looking to heal as well from what I've experienced in the U.S. And so I'm just so happy to be here. I'm honored to be amongst the Rwandan folks, and I just want to do my part to help push Rwanda forward.
Well, KICS family, we are so excited for the 2020-2021 school year to begin. I know that we're beginning online and not in person, and I know that presents challenges that we'd rather be in person. That said, I hope you know how excited I am and how thankful I am for Miss Munsey and Dr. Ekwelum and the rest of our leadership team to be leading together KICS in this season of COVID-19. We truly believe that we're going to give every student an incredible educational experience and help them grow as servant leaders who impact the world for Jesus Christ. Thanks as always for your partnership with us, and God bless you.